well. All right, Gene, over to you.
All right, thank you very much, Shannon. What kind of decision maker are you? There are 3 categories, and if you can figure out which one you are in, it's going to help you in school, business, and relationships. Make your day-to-day life better. We're joined this morning by Kim Wallace. He's the founder of decisionmodr.com, a system that helps you figure out what kind of decision maker you are. And it's very fascinating work you do here, Kim. First of all, you've come to realize there are really 3 types of decision makers, right?
Right. Yeah, there are visualizers, which are into the what you see is what you get. They use words like show, picture, visual stuff. Mm-hmm. There are thinkers, which are very logical, which take a long time making decisions. They use words like think and hear and sounds. And then there are touchy-feely commanders, we call them. They're into feelings, impact. They're into how things feel. They're kind of ready, fire, aim.
So how did you realize there were 3 categories? A lot of research, and it kind of came down into categories and similar traits that put people in those categories?
Well, we kind of stumbled into it. 20 years ago, my partner had been teaching a course at Harvard Extension on marketing. Came to the office one day, and he was complaining that the theory made no sense. And he talked me into trying to test another theory, which we did for 10 years, 50,000 interviews, and we discovered that we were able to rewrite the book on how people make decisions. We wrote the book, Why People Don't Buy Things. Got an endorsement on the cover from Ted Levitt, the dean of the Harvard Business School. So we're off and running.
So this isn't like you talked to 3 or 4 people. This is a very large sample size, obviously. And how does knowing what kind of decision maker you are help you as you move your way through?
It's extremely valuable. There was a study done by a couple of scientists, Bandler and Grinder, and they uncovered the fact that the therapists that were able to make the most meaningful changes with their patients were the ones that could mimic the modality of the patient. So if I'm talking to you as a thinker, I might tell me what you think about. I might ask you questions. Mm-hmm. If it was a visual person, I might be saying, let's look at the big picture. What do you see? And so we started developing that further because it could help you with personal relationships and in business if you could communicate on someone's mode.
All right, this being Super Bowl week, you compared the charts of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, and I think we have those charts too, but tell us what you found.
Well, I did Brady first, and I was amazed to see he was off the charts for being a touchy-feely commander and a thinker, and you can see that 143 commander, 130 thinker. Low on the visual side, which led me...
This is all based on the way he talks and things, the way he carries himself?
Well, I've developed a system where I can take unscripted interviews and I can key the words and then give them assigned values.
And as for Bill Belichick...
Well, Belichick is so similar to Brady that I thought there was a mistake when I saw the chart. They're both tremendous commanders. That's the whole competitive win. Yeah. And the thinker is the planning, the strategize, which the 2 of them like to do so much.
And now you also, because some people will factor Giselle into this mix too, saying she's kind of like the Yoko Ono if Brady has a bad game. Her chart's noticeably different. Yes,
I did her. I was intrigued. My wife is also Brazilian. I was curious to see how she stacked up. She's very high on the visual, 126. 100 is average, 125 is significantly above average. But she was also very high on the touchy-feely commander, which is, I think, where she and Tom connect.
And the visualizer, again, means more of what?
Visual, into what you see is what you get.
So is this how you present yourself,
yeah,
your appearance?
Yeah, I mean, like VB, I did him separately.
Well, let's look at that. Let's look at it, because you did our charts. You watched our show the other day, and then you took some notes and made charts on all of us. So we have those that we're going to put on the screen as well. You can break it down. This is mine.
Okay, you're a very, very high thinker, 145. That's right off the charts. But you're also strong in the commander mode. Some people are laughing.
Well, the commander's going to kick in if I hear any more laughs, I can tell you that.
But then...
then I think we have Shannon next here.
Yeah, I did her, and I was surprised to see how closely you 2 relate. You're exactly the same on the thinker and the commander. So you must do a lot of the writing. You're also good with people, the commander stuff. You were sports before.
Sure, yeah.
I think Shannon's involved with some sports herself.
Yes, yeah.
So this helps explain why these charts came up.
Shannon makes me tell everybody she was a fantastic athlete back in the day. So I'm going to point that out. Now, as far as VB's charts go, you say he scored really high in certain areas, but his chart is very interesting as well.
He was the highest on the thinker, and he was also a little bit higher on the commander, but look at that visual score. It's a 64. This helps explain why he's got those ugly ties and stuff
The sneakers with the dress
He
pants,
doesn't care. Yeah, it's not his thing.
Right, very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the book you wrote is called Why People Don't Buy Things. It's out now in paperback and available in all the usual places. And there's a look at the book right there. And you invite everyone to take the Decision Mode quiz. And that's on your website, correct?
Yes.
Decisionmodr.com.
Yep.
So check it out and learn a little bit about yourself, and then that can help you maybe improve in some of those areas where you need to improve. And
yeah.
maybe you'll see that reflect in improved sales and business and your own personal relationships as well.
Definitely.
Tim Wallace, we appreciate it. Very interesting stuff. Thanks for stopping by. Let's send it over to Shannon.
I don't